Everybody, and welcome back to another video. So I am back. I think I'm on a better upload schedule now that I'm feeling a little bit better, so I'm going to be getting back to some Mimic videos. So this is the Mimic chapter tier list from S tier, A tier, B tier, C tier, and the worst, D tier. And as you can see here, we have all the Mimic chapters, such as Book 1, Chapter 1, Chapter 2, Chapter 3, Chapter 4, Book 2, Chapter 1, Chapter 2, Chapter 3, and then of course you have Christmas Trials, Halloween Trials, Nightmare Circus, and to end off on the Wish Trials. Now, I would say, so like what I would classify this as S tier is my best rating. A is pretty good, B is mid, C is getting pretty bad, and then D is just not good and needs a revamp. D is really bad and needs a revamp. So let's start off with Book 1, Chapter 1. The very first chapter of the Mimic came out 3 years ago. Since we just got past the Mimic's 3-year anniversary, this has to be an S tier for me. One of my favorite chapters to play through. Now, am I going to be rating this on after the revamp or before the revamp? I actually think it's an S tier for both, before and after the revamp. I will actually say that the one before the revamp would have been better than the one after the revamp, I think, personally, for me. I played the Mimic Classic. It wasn't like an exact copy, but I definitely like the older models. Don't get me wrong, Book 1 Chapter 1 revamp is really good, but the classic version is really good. Both of them are excellent, though. I think the best chapter in the game. Next up, we have Book 1 Chapter 2. Book 1 Chapter 2. This one's an interesting chapter. 2 years ago, I would have said D tier. I actually don't mind Chapter 2 anymore. Chapter 2's got better. I actually like it better with the old version, I think. I don't know. It's complicated. The samurai models are really cool. Some of the models interesting. Shaku. Oh my god, if I was Cloud, I'd probably put it in D tier because of the Shaku remodel, but a fat Shaku, that's insane. I'm gonna put it B tier. I know that's I feel like a lot of people are gonna disagree. I know a lot of people love Book 1 Chapter 2, but I'm gonna put that in a B tier. I don't think it's bad. I'll play now. A couple years ago I put in D, but I think it's a B tier now. Next up we have Book 1 Chapter 3. Now, again, after and before revamp. I think this is an A. I like this better than Chapter 2, weirdly. And it may be because of my Hall of Fame chapter. Now, if it wasn't because of my Hall of Fame chapter, I'd probably be listed on B tier. But this is just a nostalgia chapter for me. There's the the only part I don't mind is the RNG part at the ends, the Mariah part and the Centipede part. I forget what that part is called, but the RNG on that, I weirdly don't mind. I don't think there's RNG on the Mariah part, but the last part there definitely is. That's like the only bit of Mimic RNG that I don't mind for some reason. Like I really like that part. It's just, I think that's fun to do. Like just guess random clicks and hope you're right. Chapter 3 though, I really like the graphics of it. It's high quality with the revamp. I think the best revamped chapter, I actually think, for Chapter 3 out of all the 3 chapters revamped. I think Book 1, Chapter 3 is a really good chapter for that. So I'm going to put an A tier. I think it's well deserving of an A. Now we have Book 1, Chapter 4. This one's an interesting one. I'm going to say Book 1, Chapter 4. Man, people are going to get mad at me for this. I know they are. It's an S tier. I know. Weird, right? S tier. First of all, the best chapter for content creators. So content creators love this chapter right here, and same with like Chapter 3 too. But chapter 4, oh my god, we love this chapter. It's such a good year for content creators. So in Chapter 4 you have the Tokyo Joe part. You also have the Mushroom Falls, or you also have that samurai part, which is awesome. That's an awesome part. It's simple. I'm really a fan of the Mushroom Falls part. It's just such a simple part, and it's just a really good feeling for the Mimic. And then the last part, the final boss with Sama, I like how they shrinked it to only 3 hearts. I'm not a fan of the boss battle, but we're just going to pretend like that doesn't exist. So yeah, I'm going to say that is an S tier. I think Book 1, Chapter 1, no, definitely beats it though. That's what I'm thinking. Okay, next up, Book 2, Chapter 1. This one is going to be tough. This one we may have to move down a bit. So, this one is probably the hardest one I'm going to have to rate. Okay, I think this one's I feel like I'm being harsh putting it in B. Also, I think this one's better than Chapter 2. I think it's a B tier. It would be closer to an A, but I think that's where it gets put. The last parts are really buggy. I played a lot in this. This is actually, I was uploading like 3 videos a day at one point. I'll move it up to an A. I will move this one up to an A. No, I won't actually. I'll keep that down here. Because the next one we have is Book 2, Chapter 2. Now that's an A. I want to keep that right there. This one's much better than this one right here. It's much simpler. It's a longer chapter. But this one right here, other than like the cooking part and a couple other parts, really good chapter I found. The boss battle is kind of fun. I think it's better. I think it's close. I like the Rin part. I know a lot of people don't like that, but I really like the Rin part. Just the vibe of it. I like that. Book 2, Chapter 3 is an S tier. I will say it's. I'm proud to say it's like an S tier. They did an excellent job on Book 2, Chapter 3. This is well deserving of an S tier, I think. Well deserving. I will even put it in front of Chapter 4. I think it's. Yeah, I think this is an S tier. The Jyoku setting is awesome. Gozu and Mizu, that cutscene was really cool. Just the scenery of it, just the breaks that we got too. Like I think I only played it like once or twice actually. I need to go back and play it again, but it's just so simple. It really is just fun. I wonder how Nightmare's looking. I haven't played that yet, but I'm definitely gonna get to that. Playing Nightmare soon. I think that's worthy of an S tier. I'm gonna keep it an S tier. Chris's Trials. Okay, another tough one. Another tough one. I'm gonna say Chris's Trials is. This is like for the quality of content, not like overall. Like if I had to pick one, right? But like the quality of content for what we get, right? So that means like obviously like Chapter 2 is longer than Chris's Trials and has more content. I'm gonna still put it in C tier, I think. I'm gonna put that in C, not C tier, B tier. It's a good solid chapter. It's just buggy, I think. But the simplicity. If it wasn't buggy, it would definitely be an A tier. The simplicity of it is awesome. The Mimic needs like 6 game modes a year, like the Chris's Trials, because I know they're easy to make these game modes. Like Chris's Trials, they need like 6 of these a year. These are what like the Mimic is made for. Just like it's just cool content. It's just fun. We do hide and seek stuff, like just one part stuff that is very easy to learn. There's one easy objective, which is just collect all the toys and then you complete it. So I'm gonna put that in B tier because of the bugs. But if it didn't have the bugs, it would have gone in A. But let's keep it there. Let's keep it in B tier. This one's another weird one. It's Kazakabucha. This has some of the coolest parts in it. Actually, this has only one cool part, and that's the middle part. Taio, that's the name of it, I believe. I think so. The Taio part is the only thing that's keeping this thing away from a D tier. Kabucha sucks. The first part sucks. Taio is really good though. That's why it's in C. That's my rating for that. That's why I'm putting it there. And let's get that out of the way. Nightmare Circus. I think the worst game mode to ever enter the Mimic. I don't know what it is for me. I never played it. I don't even have. This is the only one I don't have the lantern to, because I just couldn't be bothered to play Nightmare. I couldn't be bothered, even with a carry. It was just so annoying. It really was just annoying. The last part made no sense. Way too complicated. Way too complicated of a game mode, and I just wasn't a fan of it at all. Last one is Witch Trials. The Witch Trials needs work, I think. It's cool. I like it. The last part was Photo Emote. That part is cool, but it needs work. It doesn't hold up to the standard of all the other chapters. It's so out of date. It needs a revamp. If they should revamp a chapter, it should be the Witch Trials. That could be something that they work on. But yeah, I think it's in C tier. I'm pretty happy with this list. S tier, of course, chapter 1, and then you have the newest chapter, then chapter 4. These are excellent chapters. I had a blast. Great for content creators. Just a great chapter in general, and the nostalgia chapter we can't forget. And then chapter 3, that's my Hall of Fame chapter. Book 2, chapter 2. This one was just really cool scenery. It's the first glimpse we got of like the new Mimic, or where Mimics start taking 8 months to update. And then all these after B tier. So yeah, that's my list. Let me know what you guys think about this list in the comment section down below. This is just my personal list of what I enjoy, but you guys could have a complete different list yourself. So yeah, thank you guys all for watching. I'll be back uploading some new videos, variety videos, all that stuff. Check out some new videos on the left, right, bottom left, bottom right corner. And yeah, thank you all for watching. Peace out.